welcome to Real Issues Podcast. I am your host, Martel Llewellyn, and the Miami Heat have defeated the Houston Rockets 118 to 110. I definitely think that the Houston Rockets' young core definitely balled out today. It seems as if they couldn't even miss. Jalen Green had 25 and Kevin Porter Jr. had 21. They were also killing the Miami Heat down in the post. Their post game was pretty good. They got all the easy baskets cut into the rim. They got all the loose balls for a majority of the game. I just think that when the Miami Heat's bench came in, it kind of flipped the switch for the Miami Heat. Duncan Robinson, though, he's had a great preseason. I know that he said he's been working on his game to be more than just a three-point shooter. He had 14 points for the game. He's starting to play like he wanted his starting position back, and I'm glad because he's starting to look more comfortable and he looks like his old self. He's starting to hit more contested threes during this preseason when last season he was wide open and he couldn't make any of them. So I'm glad to see that he's hitting these contested threes. He's hitting his shots. He's starting to look more comfortable. He's running off the screens. He's constantly moving. And to be honest, he even looks like he's slightly improved on defense, in my opinion. I feel like he's able to at least hold his own a little bit better than last season. I just think that the overall weight of the contract and everyone, micromanaging his shots, saying that he needs to hit these shots. He's a quote unquote higher player now in terms of he's making 18 million. So I think that the pressure and the anxiety is kind of lifted off of him, and he kind of is playing more comfortable. And I think that, earlier on during training camp when he said that he didn't recognize that guy last season in himself, I think he's realizing the flaws that he had. And I think that the contract definitely got to him. Now, Jamal Cain continues to prove that, guess what? He's a two-way player. He's the guy that's going to play defense. He doesn't shy away from defense. He's constantly moving his hands on defense. That's one thing that people don't realize. Yeah, you can move your feet, but he's constantly moving his hands. He's trying to touch one of the passing lanes. He's trying to tip the ball, hit the ball. He's always going for loose balls. Also, too, he's a great slasher. I think that one of his perks of his game is that he's a guy that can get to the rim. He's only 190, but he's 6'7". This is a guy where he can guard bigger players and he can also guard the guards. So I think that overall, with his versatility, him slashing, him cutting to the basket, he had a great game with 15 points. Jovic, also too, he looks like he's been here before. He's definitely playing like he belongs. He's continuing to grow and show his talent on the court. Jovic looks very comfortable for a guy that's only 19 years old. And to be honest, you can't teach that. People like Tyler Hero, Jovic, who have that touch, Kane, people who have that natural feel for the game, that's something that you cannot teach at all. And I think that's very important. I think that Jovic is continuing to prove that he can play defense. He can cut to the rim. He has the strength to take guys to the basket off the dribble. And it's crazy how we have a guy that's pretty much 6'11", taking the ball up the court. He can handle, he's versatile, and he's continuing to show that, guess what? He's going to earn minutes throughout the season. And I hope that he does. Spoelstra's really going to have a hard time playing all these guys and making sure that they get their minutes. Max Strus, he also wants to keep his starting spot. He had 24 points tonight. He's playing without the ball. He's shooting his threes. He's hitting contested threes. Also, too, he's proven that he's more than a three-point shooter. He's starting to hit his middies. He's taking guys to the basket, taking contact. And that's important because if the defense runs you off the line, if you're just a three-point shooter, then guess what? They kind of taking you out of the game. And I think that he's proving that he wants to keep his starting spot, and he's proving that he wants to be more than just a three-point shooter. Now, Depot finally made his debut in this preseason game, and he did look a little rusty. He had slight moments where he would hit threes and, take the ball to the rim and cut and slash. I think he took a little bit too many three-point shots throughout the game. I kind of wanted to see him cut more to the rim and maybe dish out. But overall, he didn't have a terrible game. He just looked a little bit rusty. But let me know what you guys think about the Miami Heat defeating the Houston Rockets 118 to 110, and who stuck out for you guys today? Was it Duncan Robinson, Jamal Cain, Jovic, Strus, Depot? Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Like, share, comment, subscribe as we continue to push to 700 subscribers.